Hi, I'm Michael LaFosse, and this is my origami wandering albatross. They're huge birds with wingspans of about 11 feet. You're going to need a square sheet of paper, and if you're using origami paper, begin white side up. Fold in half, corner to corner, to make a colored triangle. Rotate the paper so that the long folded edge is at the top. Now take one of the shorter edges of the triangle and fold it right up to the top folded edge and unfold. Repeat with the other short edge, folding it up to the top folded edge and unfold. Now rotate the paper and fold in half, corner to corner. We're setting the paper up to make what we call a rabbit ear. And here we have all valley creases. We're going to use the big ones first, simultaneously bringing those narrow edges together, and the center will pop up so that you can go ahead and fold it in half. That's our rabbit ear. Push it over to one side. It doesn't matter whether it's the left or the right side. Sharpen all your creases. Flip the rabbit ear tightly over to the other side and sharpen the creases once again. Stand the rabbit ear up and find the very center of all the layers, open like a cone. And here's how I like to handle this squash fold. To make sure everything is symmetrical, I turn it belly up so that I can align the center crease with the center crease, like that. And turn it back over. You'll have a kite shape. The next thing to do is to pull the layers apart, like this, and open the paper so that you make a set like this. One side will have a colored kite, the other side will have a white kite. Let's work with the colored kite side first. Rotate the paper so that the narrow corner of the colored kite is at the top of the shape. Take the wide corner, which is a square corner, and bend it to point upwards. Look how my thumbs have gotten in place under these layers. I'm going to place the two corners together at the top, and I'm going to start to squash fold. Watch as I place the layers carefully before flattening. I want to align the edges up here together. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You see how the layers can swivel into place and then flatten. Now, turn the paper over to the other side and let's deal with this other kite. We're going to do what's called a petal fold. We're going to set up for it first to make things go easily. Fold the right half of the kite over to the left. Look at the short edge down here. Keep track of that now. I'm going to roll it to the folded spine or folded edge where the hinge is, like that. Unfold and bring it across to replace it from whence it came. Let's do the same thing on the other side. This time things come to the left. Find that short edge. Fold it carefully against the guiding edge. Unfold and replace. Now we have our creases to allow ourselves an easy job at the petal folding. Notice how I flatten the area from the middle outwards of this diamond so that I can bend the other half over against it. This is the shape that you're forming. Coax everything down flat and then sharpen the creases well, like that. Okay, now on the lower portion where the colored paper is, I want you to find this topmost layer and start to fold it up. Look what happens. There's a natural stopping place at this level. And when you find that stopping place, you can push everything up and flat. Now, tuck that underneath. Flip the paper over so that you have a similar situation down here. Grab this top layer, and once again, you're going to have a natural stopping place. And you'll fold straight across like that. We're almost done. Turn the paper over to the back side and fold up the tip of this tail corner to make the tail a little bit more rounded. And fold the entire bird in half nose through tail. Let's make the head. Begin by folding the narrow corner of the kite to the wide corner and fold enough to make a beak, whatever length you think is good. You can look at some pictures of Albatross. And now take these extra corners from each side and fold them in, like that, catching the shape like that. Refold the paper in half, and then to finish we can put a bend up here in the wing and another one at the other end, right about there. And there we have it, the wandering albatross. And you can hang that from a string mounted at the center. They look wonderful hanging from a mobile or from the ceiling. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for folding with me.